Hello and welcome. The traditional way of solving such radical equations is to start by squaring both sides of the equation to get rid of this square root. Now, when we do this, on the left-hand side, we have 2x squared plus 3x plus 6 squared. And of course, this is going to be equal to 7x times the square root of x plus 2 squared. When we expand this expression, we have 2x squared, which of course is 4x to the power 4. We have 3x squared, which is 9x squared. And we have 6 squared, which is 36. Then plus 2 times 2x squared times 3x. That is going to give us 6x cubed. 2x squared times 6 is going to give us 12x squared. Then 3x times 6 is going to give us 18x. And then when we expand this, we have 7x squared, which of course is equal to 49x squared, multiplied by the square of the square root of x plus 2, which is x plus 2. Now, I do not know about you, but this is already overwhelming for me. And usually at this point, I give up. But then thankfully, there's a very simple way, an extremely simple way of solving this equation. And to do this, we are going to begin with a very simple substitution. Now, let this quantity be y. So we have that y is equal to the square root of x plus 2. Of course, you know that y must be positive because the square root of a positive real number is always positive. So we have that y must be greater than or equal to 0. Then, of course, when we square both sides of this equation, we have that y squared is equal to x plus 2. Now, let us rewrite the original equation. We have 2x squared plus, look at these two terms. You will see a common factor, which is 3. So we have 3 into 3x divided by 3 is x, plus 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then this is equal to 7x times y. Remember, we have substituted y for this. So this is going to be equal to y. Now look at this. We have x plus 2. This is equal to y squared. So we can write this equation as 2x squared minus 7xy plus 3y squared, and this is equal to 0. And of course, you know that we can factorize this equation. Let us use the table method. Now, what are the factors of 2x squared? They are x and 2x. And what are the factors of 3y squared? Now we have minus 7xy. So let this be 2y. Or rather, let this be 3y. And then let this be y. But since this is negative, then let this be minus 3y and let this be minus y. Because of course, you know that minus 3y multiplied by minus y is going to give us plus 3y squared. Now, when we multiply x by minus y, we have minus xy. And when we multiply 2x by minus 3y, we have minus 6xy. And of course, you know that minus 6xy minus xy is equal to minus 7xy. So that means that here we have x minus 3y multiplied by 2x minus y. And of course, this is equal to 0. And you know that this simply means that either x minus 3y is equal to 0 or 2x minus y is equal to 0. Now you can see that we have two very simple relationships between y and x. Of course, you know that we are looking for x. Now, from this first equation, we have that x is equal to 3y. This simply means that x is equal to 3 times the square root of x plus 2. And of course, now to get rid of this square root, we square both sides of the equation. When we square both sides of this equation, we have that x squared is equal to 3 squared is 9. And of course, the square of the square root of x plus 2 is x plus 2. From here, we have that x squared is equal to 9x plus 18. And of course, rearranging this equation, we have that x squared minus 9x is equal to 18. Now, we cannot solve this quadratic equation by factorization. So let us go on and solve it by completing the square. Of course, to complete the square on the left-hand side, what we have to do is to add the square of half the coefficient of x to both sides. Because, of course, whatever we do to the left side, we must do to the right-hand side. What is the coefficient of x? Minus 9. What is half of it? Minus 9 over 2. So we are going to add the square of minus 9 over 2 to both sides. When we do that, we have x squared minus 9x plus minus 9 over 2 squared. And of course, on the right-hand side, we also add minus 9 over 2 squared. Now, of course, you know that this is a perfect square. So we take 1x and we take 1 minus 9 over 2 and we square both of these. Now here we have 18 plus minus 9 over 2 squared is 81 over 4. Now 4 times 8 is 32. Carry 3. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3, 72 plus 81. This is 3, this is 15. So we have 153 over 4 on the right hand side. And of course, to solve this equation, all we have to do is to take square root of both sides of the equation. When we do that, we have that x minus 9 over 2 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 153 over 4. Now, this is equal to plus or minus the square root of 153 is 17 times 9. So this is 9 times 17 divided by the square root of 4, which of course is equal to 2. But 9 is a perfect square and the square root of 9 is 3. So this is equal to plus or minus 3 root 17 over 2. Now, when we add 9 over 2 to both sides of this equation, we have that x is equal to 9 over 2 plus 3 root 17 over 2, or 9 over 2 minus 3 root 17 over 2. Now, this value of x is positive. And this value of x is negative because this is greater than that. Let us come back to this equation. We have that x is equal to 3 times y. Now, we know that y must be greater than or equal to 0. We know that y must be positive. So, if y must be positive, then what information do we have about x from this equation? It means that x must also be positive because a negative x cannot give us a positive y from this equation. So that means that this value of x is unacceptable. So from this equation, that is this first condition, the only value of x that satisfies this equation is this, that is 9 over 2 plus 3 root 17 over 2. Now, from the second equation, we have that 2x x is equal to y. This simply means that 2x is equal to root x plus 2. And of course, to get rid of this square root, we square both sides of this equation. When we square this, we have 4x squared, and this is equal to x plus 2. Now, rearranging this equation, we have 4x squared minus x is equal to 2. Once more, we cannot solve this quadratic equation by factorization, so let us solve by completing the square method. But of course, you know that for us to solve by completing the square method, then the coefficient of x squared must be 1. So we are going to divide through this equation by 4. When we do that, we have x squared minus 1 over 4x is equal to 2 over 4 is equal to half. And of course, the next step is to add the square of half the coefficient of x to both sides of the equation to complete the square on the left-hand side. Now, what is the coefficient of x? It is minus 1 over 4. Half of it is minus 1 over 8. And the square of that is minus 1 over 8 squared. So from here, we have x squared minus 1 over 4x plus minus 1 over 8 squared is equal to 1 over 2 plus minus 1 over 8 squared. Now, of course, you know that this is a perfect square. So we take 1x and we take 1 minus 1 over 8 and we square both. Now, this is equal to 1 over 2 plus minus 1 over 8 squared is 1 over 64. To add these two fractions, let us write 1 over 2 as 32 over 64. Then we have 1 over 64. Of course, you know that 32 over 64 is equal to half. Written in this way, we can now just add the numerators. 32 plus 1 is equal to 33. So on the right-hand side, we have 33 over 64. And of course, the next thing we are going to do will be to take square root of both sides of this equation. When we do that, we have that x minus 1 over 8 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 33 over 64. This is equal to plus or minus the square root of 33 over the square root of 64, which is 8. And of course, to find the value of x, we add 1 over 8 to both sides of this equation. So we have that x is equal to 1 over 8 plus root 33 over 8, or 1 over 8 minus root 33 over 8. Once more, we have two values of x. This is positive and this is negative. Once more, we go back to this equation. You can see that y must be positive. So there is no how that a negative value of x is going to give us a positive value of y from that equation. So that means that this value of x is unacceptable. The only value of x that satisfies this equation is the positive value. So that we have that the second value of x that satisfies this equation is 1 over 8 plus root 33 over 8. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a thumbs up to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more tutorials here.